Welcome to Brainwreck on Jason X. And
Wait, I was muted. And I'm Kevin Graham.
And this is the best show on the internet.
Oh, we're back.
I feel like this is like a puzzle piece that like needs to be injected or forcefully inserted into my life.
Because you're injecting puzzle pieces? I don't think that's how jigsaw puzzles work, sir.
I'll have to ask Studley Steve. He's an expert.
He is an expert.
But you might be right on that. But I feel like doing this show keeps the space-time continuum relevant because I remember
keeps things moving.
What I did the previous week because we talked about it, and then we get to this week and I try to think back and I'm like, oh shit, what did I do this week?
Yeah.
But it's been 2 weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
Fuck.
2 weeks. We had a week off. Technically a week and a half. Technically 2 weeks for one show, which,
right.
We're going to a lighter schedule on that.
More to come on that.
But 1 week gone for this show.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like it's been a year.
It does. Holy shit! So much has happened.
So much has gone on.
So many things.
I'm a new person.
You're a new person.
I'm a whole new person. I've learned so much about
a real
life.
boy.
I'm a real boy now.
Okay.
I'm a boy to man. Just
a boy's two men.
A boy's two men. A
Motown Philly.
Back again. Just learning all sorts of things about getting older, and just like what that means.
I just remembered that.
Yeah. Which, by the way, like there's a lot going on down there. I came to. Folks, stay young. Because
it's impossible. It's impossible.
I know it's impossible, but stay young.
Mm-hmm.
At the very least, stay young at heart. But because
that I can do. I got that.
Were you not before? What, a boy?
Young?
Young? I was a boy before. I was young before.
A young boy.
Well, no, I wasn't a young boy. No, sir. But no, you get older, and then you wake up some mornings, and hurts a little to walk, kind of struggling to get out of bed, struggling to move.
Sure.
And sometimes, and sometimes certain parts of your body hurt, and you don't know why. And these are parts of the body that typically shouldn't have pain.
Like your nose, or like
other parts.
Penis?
Well, no. That's doing fine. But
that's great.
It's like,
glad everyone knows that.
Sometimes you're like, did I fall?
Did you hurt your asshole?
I don't know what I did. And then like you start like back because you're like, I know I didn't black out, so there's that.
You had yourself a night. That's what happened.
I know, okay. So look. Christy and I, we went back to New York for a week.
Okay.
Had a very busy, productive week.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna take a time out from traveling. I think. Well, not traveling, but maybe going to New York.
Why would you go back ever? That's the question.
I will say Syracuse is trying right now. They are trying. Like they're giving it their best shot.
Have you seen that mall?
We didn't go. Oh, we did go to the mall.
And is it empty?
It's not great. It's not great. It's really not great. That mall is not great. However, there is a pretty cool bar that they got now. We located over by where the Gordon Biersch used to be.
Wait, the Gordon Biersch ain't there no more?
No, Gordon Biersch is gone, brother.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, but there is a cool little establishment there now. It's very like D&D themed. Very, if you're into like, fucking fantasy nonsense. It's more in line with that. I guess they're working with like some local groups to like give them space to do like weekly events there as well. So like that's really cool to see.
Right.
Communities helping communities, all for that.
Look at that.
The fucking Best Buy ain't there.
Wait, what?
Best Buy is gone. We had some time to kill, so we're like, let's stop at the mall because we're right here, and we're just gonna do our steps. By the way, we went to the mall at like 10:30 on Thursday. The mall wasn't open yet.
No, right.
But like,
yes.
This was a trend throughout the entire week. Shit's just not open some days. Like, there was a whole bunch of stuff we went to do on a Monday. Everything was closed. Then there was stuff we wanted to go do on Tuesday.
Like going to a Chinese food restaurant, they're all closed on Mondays.
Well, no.
It's fucked up.
We went to the Chinese food restaurant on Thursday, and then we went to, and we had really good brunch, and then we went to the Salvo next door, and I bought Batman on VHS for $1.
First off, you're all over the place. You've done a lot.
Okay.
You've done a lot.
Let's go back to the mall. Okay,
let's finish up the mall, and then we'll go back to your
Best
problem.
Buy's not there.
What does that mall have?
I do nothing.
Like the Disney store is gone. The Disney store that's been there since fucking 1984
the Disney
is
store
fucking
hasn't been
gone
there
now.
in years. Because like we walk in, we start walking around, and I look over, and I'm like, "Where the fuck is Dick?" Or not? I'm like, "Where the fuck is Best Buy?" I'm like, "What the?" And it's a Dick's warehouse outlet. That's what it is.
Wait, where Best Buy was?
Where Best Buy was, and you walk in, and it's gutted. There's nothing on the walls. There's just racks and racks and racks of clothing.
Like weights and shit, or just clothing?
Just clothing.
Wait, there is an actual Dick's still in the mall, right?
Yes. But this is the
outlet. So you could go to Dick's, or you could go to Dick's outlet?
Yes. And I will say...
I'm sure Dick's is pissed.
Well, I mean, it's all the same company. But I will say... It worked out because I bought a pair of shoes.
Oh, okay. Did you get some New Balance?
No, I got myself a new pair of Vans, which are great. They're like wonderful. Christy got herself some leggings that were cheaper than what she had originally thought they were going to be. So it worked out for the best. But beyond that, there ain't Dick in that mall outside of Dick's.
Out of the two Dicks.
There's
two Dicks in that mall.
There's two Dicks in the mall, but beyond that, there's really not a lot of Dick.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It could use more Dick.
There could be a third.
There could be a third Dick. I mean, if there was a third Dick, it would probably be the place to be. To be perfectly honest with you, they're missing an opportunity.
Yeah, it had to be in the front of the mall though.
It would have.
Yeah, two in the back, one in the front.
Two in the back, one in the front. Maybe two on the wings because I mean, like fucking Lord and Taylor ain't there anymore, and then Macy's, they're probably going under soon. So you get a Dick in the front, two Dicks in the back, and then two Dicks on the side on each side, and then you just got. Everybody is having a good time at that point.
It's a fucking party.
It's a fucking party.
That would really boost that mall.
It really would. It really would because guess what? Ain't shit going on there now.
Except the one Dick there.
Two Dicks. You can go to two Dicks. You can go to two Dicks, but you can't go to them at the same time. That's the only problem. Unless you like separate your party and then you get a party going to
right because that'd be the melting pot.
That would. Right underneath. So yeah, I don't know what. Yeah, the mall was the mall. How did we get on the mall?
I don't know.
I'm
so glad we did.
Yeah. But yeah, like shit was just closed. Like a lot of the times that we were trying to go to places, because like we got up early one morning, and we took an Uber downtown. Kevin, what the fuck? Listen, I'm just trying to throw a business strategy out there. That's all I'm trying to do. Okay, that's all I'm trying to do.
He's just trying to help the sporting good industry.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's a fledgling industry. Come on. But like, there was one morning we tried to go to breakfast, and we got an Uber. We went all the way downtown. We got up to the door, and it was closed. We're Like, fucking.
Fuck. How much was an Uber in Syracuse?
Dude. Why is... If anybody in Syracuse can explain to me why Syracuse is so fucking expensive right now.
I mean, it's New York.
New
York
is
gets
New York,
expensive.
but this seems more...
Look at the gas prices.
It's... I don't know, man. It seems kind of like a Syracuse thing to me. Where they're like it's...
I don't know. Groceries here are outrageous. They're outrageous.
Really?
Here. I ain't paying fucking $6 for a dozen eggs. I ain't doing it.
Well, eggs in general are getting expensive across the board because there's like a chicken shortage or some shit like that.
How is there a fucking chicken shortage? They're fucking everywhere. I see them like crossing the road literally every day.
Well, God damn it. Hang on. Sorry, I'm trying to mute something. So like shit was just closed, shit was expensive, but like overall, like it was a good trip. It was very busy.
Mm-hmm.
We had a lot going on.
Okay.
But overall, I will say like Syracuse is trying. The first night we were there, we ended up going to the baseball game because we were like,
gotta meet the Mets.
Go see the Mets. And it was one of those things where it was like we wanted to go for the full game. Our travel got a little fucked up during the day. Our initial flight was like 4 hours delayed.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And then we ended up having to rebook our connecting flight because we would have missed that. So we ended up getting into Syracuse. Is that notification sound you? Yeah, that's me. I forgot to mute a Discord, and y'all are talking a lot. It's okay. And then so we end up getting in Syracuse like a lot later than what we anticipated, but we were thinking like let's just crash. But I was like, nah, we're here. We wanted to go to the game. Let's just go. Check it out. Yeah, fuck it. We're adults. I can go out and do shit.
Was that one of the ones DeGrom was pitching?
No. Although the guy that they just called up. So this is actually kind of an interesting like story. So the Mets called up a guy like 2 days later, and then his first at bat he homered.
Right. Yep.
That dude is from Lake Travis down here in Austin.
Well, look at that. It's like a full fucking circle.
But like we only ended up making it for like 4 innings because we got there late, and then we tried to get food in the stadium, and because it was $1 night, like lines.
Oh, forget about it. Forget about it. Right, you could get 12. You could get 12 hot dogs for $12.
Yeah, but like we got up to the concession stand, and the guy like we ordered drinks. And I was like, I need at least 2 beers.
Right,
I'm not coming back to this.
No, right.
But I will say the stadium looks fucking nice.
Oh, they've cleaned it up?
They cleaned it up. They added more. There's a bar in the outfield. And then
wait, what?
Yeah. Like in the out like you go down like the third base side, right?
Sure.
And then you go all the way around the back, and they added an extension onto like the pedestrian walkway, and there's a bar there now.
Okay. Well, son of a bitch.
There's a bar. There's like a party patio. Like they're giving a shit.
That's the thing. Like baseball's baseball, okay? And if you like baseball, you like the game. You're already in.
Right.
Like what I think baseball really needs is to really like embrace that party atmosphere.
Yes.
And I think they're starting to do that because they're having like, they've got like behind right field is the rave section where you can go and somebody's spinning tunes and there's lights and lasers and all that. And people who don't give a fuck about the game can go there and have it out. Mm-hmm. Type of thing. And then I know like and like left field is like the bounce house.
Sure.
For like the kids.
Yeah.
And that sort of thing. So like they're really trying to be like, no, this is an experience. We're trying to give you an experience, and there's a game going on if you're interested too.
Yeah. And I mean like half the time you go to a baseball game, you're not watching the game. You're just going for the atmosphere.
I don't know. Like
I'm like 50-50. Like, I'll watch the first couple of innings, and I'm like, okay, let's go for a walk. Like, let's go get some drinks. Let's go get some food. Walk around for a couple of innings, and you come back maybe around the 7th inning stretch. You watch an inning and a half, and you're like, all right, like, we going to a bar, or we watching the rest of this game? Like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, as a man who has absolutely zero idea how to relax ever,
Oh, brother.
the most relaxing thing that is humanly possible is if you get your ass outside, you get a nice bless you. You get your ass outside, you get a nice bonfire going.
We did a bonfire.
And you got a baseball game on the radio.
Ooh. Oh, radio is one of the best ways to experience baseball.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
There is nothing more relaxing than that.
That's a good tip. That's a good life tip for y'all out there watching. But like, dude, stadium was nice. It was a good time. You know, even though we were there for a couple of innings, we hit up a bar downtown right after the game because we're like, let's go check it out. It was the video game bar that they got downtown, or like I'm hesitant to call it a barcade because they've got like 4 cabinets. And
that's like a fucking CC's Pizza.
It's like a CC's
all right,
pizza. But it is very video game themed. Like, they got a lot of, like, you know, shit on the walls. They're playing like streamers on the televisions, which I actually think is a kind of a cool concept. Instead of playing like football, you play like, you know, a Twitch stream. And I think that
okay.
And I think they actually sponsor some streamers, so like that's kind of cool. But this was also like an 80s themed weekend because it was like their 2 or 3 year anniversary.
So like you're right at home.
We're right at home. But
yeah.
Dude, they had a fucking DeLorean out front. Like
that's cool and all.
Just a DeLorean, but a Back to the Future souped up DeLorean.
That's cool and all, but your boy's been inside the real thing.
You could get inside this. However, so here's the problem, though. It was one of those things where, like, if you want to get your photo inside the DeLorean, you had to go, like, order like the night special drink or food.
Oh, okay. So there's a caveat. Okay.
So there's a caveat. So we go in, we get some drinks, we sit down, you know, we're shooting the shit. You know, it's a good vibe. It's not too busy. And like, it wasn't as busy as it was when we tried going there on fucking New Year's.
Sure.
You know, good vibe, good, you know, good feels. And then, you know, Christy's like, I think I want to get that drink and get my photo taken with the DeLorean. I was like, all right.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So, well, this was the best. So I go up to get us another round of drinks. I just get a beer. She orders whatever the special is. And, like, the woman puts the drink in front of me, and then she hands me a straw. And she goes, hold this. And I'm like, yeah. And she goes, I got to light this on fire. And I'm like, you're doing what? And then I turn around to Christy, and I'm like, they're going to set this shit on fire. And then she lights it on fire, and then she's like, now you got to, like, tap it down. And I thought, and, like, I didn't know what that meant. So, like, I just start, like, stabbing at the drink with my straw. And everybody at the bar, literally everybody at the bar is watching me do this, and they all just go, no. And I'm just like, I'm new here. I don't know what you want.
That's my fucking favorite.
So they put the fire out, and then I go bring the drink to Christy.
They had to stop you to correct the situation.
Yeah. I'm just like, I don't know what to do. You handed me this thing. You said I got to put it in there, and then you light it on fire. I'm thinking I got to sink the fucking kiwi or whatever that you got floating on top. I'm just trying to do what I think is right. You know, my dad was a firefighter. Realistically, this is a health hazard. Like, you got a lot of people in here. You might be over capacity right now. So if this thing comes up, you got a lot of alcohol in this bar.
Where's the sign with the capacity limit? I need to see it.
Do you have smoke detectors outside of every door? I don't think so. So, we got a problem here. So I go over to Christy. We finish our drinks. We go outside. The DeLorean's gone.
Oh, motherfucker. Son of a
didn't get there in
bitch.
time. But no, like we found a lot of cool shit to do down there. Just like when we had a couple of minutes, and like I said, went to the thrift store, got myself, a nice new V. I've actually got it right over here. Hang on, I want to
You sent me a text. You sent me a text, and I was concerned for a number of reasons.
Look at the quality. I mean, you got a little bit of a crease.
You got a bent corner up in the right.
You do got a bent corner, right up here on the right. But like overall, like this is, look at that. That is clean.
How do you
sir.
feel right now?
I feel fantastic. You want to know what the
Do you
best?
feel ashamed?
No, because you want to know. You want to know the best part about this? Okay, and shout out to my buddy Patrick, because I got a whole VHS. You probably can't see it with me standing in front.
No,
but you see down there, I got a whole. VHS shelf that he hooked me up with. Okay, because like we stopped by and he's like, "I've got all these extras. Just take them." And I'm like, "Word, okay." So
wait, you took a shelf?
Well, I took his tapes and then I made a shelf. So I got like a shelf.
Okay, so the shelf wasn't included. That was unclear from what you were saying.
I don't know if you've been paying attention to this show, but these shelves have been here for like 3 months now. But the stuff on them is new. So all right. So I've got a.
I was concerned for your suitcase. I know dude, once you're over 50 pounds, they charge double.
But you get two free checked bags with Southwest, which is great.
Did you bring the extra bag, or did you have to buy a bag to put this in?
No, but we had to shuffle some stuff around because we were fucking close. Because not only did he give me the VHS. I got a new one too. I'm getting into the cassette game.
Oh, dude, no. Like, you sent me the cassettes. I mean, there was a lot of Backstreet Boys, which was upsetting.
But again, like, he was like, these are all the extras I have. Like, feel free to take it. I'm like, dude, you rule.
Right.
And then he gave me...
I mean, you did have Spice, which was nice.
I did have Spice. And then he gave me the boombox over there as well.
Oh, you got a boombox?
So, yeah. So, I got me a little mini boombox. So...
Okay, the boombox I can get into.
Yeah, so he hooked me up with the cassettes. He hooked me up with the VHS. Mm-hmm. I know my dad has some cassettes laying around somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a chance to do any treasure hunting while I was there, though. So at some point, I will have to go back to New York. I do think when I return to Texas, I might be coming back in a truck.
Oh, my God. Don't do that to yourself.
Brother,
don't do it.
Brother, at the very least, there's a business opportunity here, okay? There's a business
fuck you.
There's a business venture that can come from this. Start a booth. Maybe open up a store. Who knows? Maybe just sell out of my garage. I don't know.
You want to be a flea market guy? Is what you're trying to say?
I mean, like, just sell what I got. You know?
Where are you going to sell it?
Dude, there's flea markets all over the place here. What are you talking about?
Well, that's what I'm fucking saying. You're going to be a flea market guy.
Well, yeah.
You're going to be Kevin the flea market guy.
Tell him how you moved. So earlier today, Christy comes in my office, and she's just like, what you doing? And I was like, I don't know. You want to hang out? She's like, what are we going to do? And then I just, from here, okay, I just rolled all the way back. So I basically did this, where I was just like, here, you want to hang out? Okay. Boom. And then I got the boombox playing with Van Halen already queued up. Already queued up in the boombox. It's great.
You're smooth as margarine.
Listen, I'm just trying to be happy.
And that's great. I like honestly, I'm happy for you that you found something that brings you joy in this life. However, this can become a problem.
No. I mean, I did secretly take Christy to like 2 stores this weekend to buy tapes.
Oh, by the way, shout out and I'm sorry in advance, Christy, for spilling this knowledge. We have found the pristine time to go to the thrift store.
Oh, do tell.
The pristine time to go to the thrift store is 1 hour before closing on Friday night.
Really?
Because they are putting everything out for the Saturday morning rush.
Okay.
And you are getting first pick. We have gone 3 Fridays now and have come away with some great... I mean, I sent you the fanny packs.
You did send me the fanny packs, which, hey, you can always
I got a
use fanny
$60 fanny pack for $8.
There you go. There you
That's
go.
all you need to know.
That's all you need to know right there.
Friday evenings, 1 hour before closing.
There you go. Hot tip for you. But yeah, I will say, and I think who was it that called it out in the chat? Christy called it out in the chat. New York Thrift is where it's at. They had a lot of good stuff at the thrift stores in New York. Been finding. I think I'm starting to figure out where the good thrift stores are down here.
Okay.
Not always hits, but you know, every now and then you can get a couple good things.
I tell the kids it's based on where we park. So I've told the kids we go to the Goodwill.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if we can get the spot by the tree, we're coming home with gold.
Coming home with gold.
We park anywhere else, we're not gonna find a fucking thing.
Damn.
And every time we don't find anything, I'm like, see, we didn't fucking park in the right spot because the fucking asshole with the motorcycle had to take up two goddamn spots.
What are you doing?
Right?
Yeah. But yeah, so listen, and I know what you're thinking, like, oh, here goes Kevin, like he's getting into his midlife crisis early. No, that's not what this is. Like,
I mean, that depends.
Listen,
could be right on time. You never know.
It could. You know what? You ain't wrong, brother. But this is like I do have like specific, like this isn't like an all-in situation.
Okay.
Like it's
all right.
know, a few things here, a few things there, only looking for specific pieces. It's not like just get whatever you can get, you know?
Right. Okay.
So and I'm you know, and I'm buying for my collection.
Right.
Just to have like a very
as it should be.
Yeah, you know.
Don't be a completist, be a personalist.
Be a personalist. And that's what I intend to do with, you know, these VHS tapes and cassettes and what have you. So it's not going to get out of hand, you know. And plus, besides, like, of all the VHS I've had, I've spent like $15.
I'm not concerned about the money.
That's not true. I spent $35 this weekend on VHS tapes.
My fucking God. I'm not concerned about the money. I'm concerned about the space. That's what I'm concerned about.
MySpace?
I mean, that's defunct.
Space,
like Tom's moved on.
Well, that's the thing too. It's like I think I get to a point where when the space that's allocated is filled, that's kind of where it stops.
Oh,
or
Fenton's
there has
here.
to be turnover.
And he officially has a midlife crisis now.
Fenton. Yeah.
Happy belated birthday, Fenton.
Yes, buddy.
Sorry we missed you on the show. This asshole went out of town.
I'm just, you know. We're here now. That's all that matters. We're here together.
That's true.
That is true.
We're together.
Together
again.
Away together. But we're here. But yeah, I feel like once the space is filled, like that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And if I want
once I feel the void,
then the void is complete. And if I want to get any more, there's got to be turnover involved. You know, there's got to be there's got to be exchanging of goods, trade-offs. You know, selling things off, that sort of
barter system.
Barter system. There are VHS swaps here, so I can have.
You can get that sweet Jushin Liger bootleg. You only have to trade them like Tommy Boy and Black Sheep.
I mean, I bought a bunch of AWA tapes this weekend, so.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I see them here. I got them right here. Hang on. Oh, yeah. So I ended up getting, what did I get? So I ended up getting.
You get like Scott Hall versus Kurt Hennig?
No, but I got one with the Road Warriors. Okay.
Okay.
That was $4, right. And then I got another one. Greatest
that
AWA.
Was $4?
Yeah, $4.
Okay, I think you overpaid, but what do you got?
No, dude, and then it was AWA greatest matches.
You paid $4 for a bunch of shoulder tackles.
Yeah, but they're fucking great shoulder tackles. No, I will say this. So we did find a record store down here that compared.
Are you going vinyl?
What?
I said, are you going vinyl?
I've already got a ton of vinyl from my dad's old collection, and I'm very picky about vinyl. Fenton says yes. What a great purchase. Okay, hang on.
Oh fuck. Fenton, don't encourage him.
Okay. So this was my haul from this past weekend. I got AWA, the Road Warriors. Okay. Then I got AWA, greatest AWA championship matches. I got an old WCW highlight video. Okay. I got WWF most amazing matches. And this has I believe a cage match between Bret Hart and Isaac Yankem. So that's amazing.
Oh, that's tremendous. I had WWF's most unusual matches.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, had the Survivor Series with all the doinks.
Okay. I also got the best of Slamboree, and then my breakfast with Blassie.
Yeah, okay, Fenton, I stand fucking corrected. Jesus Christ, like fuck.
Danger Zone is a sweet tape. Listen, great deals, and here's the thing: like Christy saw me doing this, and she was just like,
she should be concerned.
She was, but I said, you know what? I'm not upset with the price. Because I feel like these would be more expensive elsewhere. And I truly believe that. And if they're not more expensive elsewhere, then I don't care. I'm living my life.
He's happy.
Leave me alone.
Leave him the fuck alone.
But no, once the void is filled, that's it. The thing with the vinyl is the vinyl. Like, I'm very picky about vinyl, so I'm not really diving headfirst into that. I've got a lot of vinyl already. It is what it is.
So, okay. Now that you're, unfortunately, a fucking active collector,
yeah,
do you have a holy grail?
I don't know that I have a grail. Oh, maybe yeah, you know what? I think
I mean, it could be like a collection, like if you get like all the Turtles movies or some shit.
I've already got those. Yeah, I've got them.
Asshole. No, I don't need to see them. Okay.
Let me show you my stuff. So I've got. So again, Pat hooked me up. I don't have the third one. So I still got to pick that up. Kevin was so close to me. He was feeling my energy and wrestling shit. It's my fault already. I got these in Austin actually, but the trend started in New York. So yes, Fenton, I feel like you gave me a little bit of your energy, and I appreciate you because of it. I think for me, it's more about completing certain collections. So I need to get the third Turtles movie. Okay,
sure.
I've got two more Batman.
A VCR, so you can watch all this shit.
I probably should get one, right?
You don't have a fucking VCR.
No, I can get one.
You are the ultimate asshole. Like, fuck you. Get a fucking VCR. They're at every thrift store. Go get a fucking VCR.
Not in Austin.
I'm going to send you one. I see 35 daily.
They don't really have them down here. I don't know why. I think people just hoard them.
All right. Well, I will legit look out for one then.
But it's more about completing certain collections. Like, I'd like to get a couple Kevin Smith movies on VHS. I'd love to get Big Trouble.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
I'd love to get Big Trouble in Little China on VHS.
Of course you would.
You know, like a couple of my faves, and then that's really it. Like, I will say though, if I do come across like old school wrestling, like that might be like fuck. Yeah, I gotta buy it. An impulse purchase.
All right, and I will send you a VCR too if I find one.
But I will say, like, out of the whole trip, one of the things that I did that I think I'm gonna start doing more of. Complete disconnection.
Oh, from like your emotions?
Well, that too. Well, no, I'm already disconnected from those.
Right.
I'm talking about like
You just bury them.
phones away,
Okay.
focusing
Okay.
on the world around you. I turned off
Right.
all my work notifications.
I mean, as you
I
should. You're
turned
on
off.
fucking vacation. I don't fucking understand. Can we stop for a second? I don't fucking understand. People who let their fucking vacation time roll over. Fuck you. Take the
Yeah.
fucking vacation. And B, the people are like, well, I'm on vacation, but like, if you fucking really need me, I'm like, no, eat all the dicks. I'm gone. Okay? I'm with the people I actually fucking want to be with versus you fucks who hired me to do a job and I don't really give a shit about who you are.
So yeah, there was a little bit of that. No, because like it was one of those things where I was just like, you know what, we are traveling, and like just turning all of that off. Like coming back home was one of the first times in a while where I've been like, I really don't know what's going on, like out in the world.
Isn't it great?
Like I wasn't. I mean, like, you know, like we would check our phones from time to time. We would check Twitter from time to time. Most of the time, we were in the hotel room, you know, just like resting up. Like it was just resting up. Like that's what it was. You know, it wasn't like it wasn't. There's this weird like theory that like anytime we're traveling, we're just sitting in the hotel room doing nothing, which. I don't know why. But like those times we were just like in the hotel room, it was because we legitimately needed to rest up. Like by Sunday, we were exhausted.
Oh, so it was on the go.
It was go here, there, back and forth, moving around.
Who knew there were so many things to do in Syracuse?
It was more like, you know, going and checking. It was really more of a family trip. So there's a lot, you know,
nice.
and you know because like certain families can't all get together anymore. Like we had to spend a couple different days.
Politics, am I right?
I mean, politics. You know, just what are you gonna do? So. Let's applaud the fact that student loans are getting canceled up to $10,000. Shall we?
Good for everybody.
Congratulations, America. We did it a little bit, and that's the best we can do.
Sort of.
A little bit. A little.
It's the best we can do. Fuck you. We gave like $5 billion to Ukraine. Like fuck.
So the hotel room was the times we were there, it was well needed. And you know, there were a couple of days where we're like, let's go back to the hotel, get lunch, rest, take a nap, do what we got to do. And we did that. So yeah, but like by Sunday we were just dead, and then got right back up first thing Monday morning, and it was like right back at it. So, but yeah, disconnecting, I will say, I think I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm considering again taking social media completely off my phone. I mean,
completely.
I mean, I did it for a little while before. I don't. The problem with doing it before was I didn't give myself a benchmark.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You
Right? Like
you gotta give yourself a SMART goal, as they say.
Give myself, or just like take notes. You know, take like, okay, this is what happened like up to the 5 days before, then this is like the first 5 days after, then this is like 3 months, and you know, so on and so forth. Like, because like I just took a bunch of stuff off my phone, and then I was just like, man, I guess I could add it back. You know, but now I kind of want to see if I can. And like, it's mostly just like Twitter and Instagram now. But like, what happens if I just take like everything off my phone? Because like, even though that like I like looking at pictures and stuff, like I don't need to be looking at pictures every time I'm taking a shit.
What else is there to do?
Take a shit. Focus on your shit. Focus on yourself. Use that
Okay,
time.
well, I don't hate that idea. The previous idea I didn't like so much, but like that one, like focus on yourself is good.
But like that's kind of what it is. It's more about trying to focus on yourself and allowing yourself to be okay with missing some information. Allowing yourself to be okay with missing an announcement.
Oh, brother, no, you've been doing it wrong.
What?
I haven't known what's been going on for this year.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, no, you're on the right path.
Yeah,
Listen,
yeah.
I use social media because it's my job.
Because it's your job
to use social media. Other than that, I'm looking at like cat pictures.
Sure.
Or like wrestling news because like I want to be the type of wrestling fan who A, doesn't watch the shows, and B, only reads the headlines and figures out what's happening via that.
That's kind of what I do too.
Yeah, it's the best way
It is
because you're
kind of
not
the best
emotionally
way.
invested either way.
Although I will
and
say,
you're like, that's interesting.
Shit seems like it's getting kind of interesting as of late.
Sure, why not? It's supposed to be. That's how we communicate, Kevin, the Twitter machine.
That is how we communicate. Yeah. Oh, okay, and that's the other thing too. Is I'm okay with trying to get in touch with people. People get in touch with me through different apps, but it's like I have some people who will literally in a day they will text me, they will Snapchat me, and they will send me a message through Instagram, like all to like directly communicate.
That's too much.
And that's why I kind of want to get to a point where like,
why are you on the Snapchat? That's what I want to know. I've never been officially on the Snapchat ever. I don't get it.
Christy and I like to send each other pictures while we're working.
Oh,
like,
good for you guys.
And it's primarily pictures of our cats. She works on the other side of this wall, by the way, like 80% of the time.
I mean, okay, I can understand that for personal relationship reasons.
We primarily send each other cat pictures through Snapchat, and then I got a buddy and a group of friends that I grew up with that we're on like a group snap that we're like drink a beer, yeah.
It's like, oh look,
that's it.
This is how big I am. How about you? Is that what you do? I don't know. I've never been on
Two dicks in the wings.
I just hear about dick pics. That's what I hear. Like, and then like that fucking one guy got caught because like he didn't realize that you can screen capture Snapchat.
God. I don't listen, guys. Don't send pictures of your dicks. Nobody wants to see it.
First off, it's probably not that impressive.
No, it's not.
So
yeah,
get over yourself.
Yeah. But yeah, like that's why I have Snapchat is to send pictures of the cat that's sleeping.
Pussy pics over the internet, sure.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But disconnecting from the world. Give it a shot, try it out, do it for a weekend. Do it for a week.
I just found out today I was supposed to vote.
You fucking live in Florida. You need to vote.
Well, I can't. Because I'm honest. And I'm an independent. And my vote doesn't matter.
Your vote matters. And
I mean, come fucking November it does, but like
your vote
other
matters,
than that,
and it's fine that you're an independent. That's okay. But folks, get out there and vote. It fucking matters.
Well, I'll get to vote in November, so like y'all figure your bullshit out, and then I'll pick the least of two evils. That's kind of my philosophy in life.
Can we just like stop the whole show? Not this show, like that show. Like the whole fucking we don't need to get into that. We don't need to talk about politics. Fuck politics. It's all stupid.
No, because I haven't been fucking paying attention.
Good for you.
Because it doesn't matter.
Good for you. And I'm glad that you haven't been paying attention. But no, I really did get kind of a rush when I got home. I mean, granted, we mostly spent the weekend on the couch, you know.
Okay.
But
right.
I almost think that I was a little bit of like re-energized in a way.
In like reconnecting?
Like just in that process of like coming home. You voted for Jesse Ventura. Okay.
The Black Choppers, they're coming.
Black Choppers, man. Yeah, it's just like getting home, getting like assimilated back into like our surroundings. I almost felt a little bit of like, I almost felt a little re-energized, and just that
Okay.
I didn't have all of this data and information like in my head, and I wasn't like always connected. Like I was a little unplugged. So when I started to get back into like, oh, what happened in the world this week? Like I started to feel that rush of like, ooh, a new thing. Ooh, a new thing. Whereas like before,
that's interesting.
Whereas like before, it was because when you're constantly inundated with information, that just becomes the norm, and you're like, okay, yeah, it's another new piece of news. Okay, this is like the same thing that I watch all the time. But when you take that break, and then you sort of like re-enter that area, you're like, oh shit, like this is all fresh. This is all new.
I had almost the exact opposite reaction.
Really?
The other week. I think I texted you. For some reason, I was on Twitter, and I can't remember exactly what for, maybe for work or something else. And I read it, and I just went to see what was trending at the time. And I looked, and something caught my eye, and I clicked on it, and I read it, and I'm like, my life is significantly worse for reading this.
Well, okay.
And then I moved.
It's okay.
And then I moved on to another piece, and I read that, and I'm just like, oh, that's worse than the first thing that I read. I'm gonna disconnect again. And just be like, the rest is between y'all.
I totally get what you're saying. I'm talking about the things that like I normally would follow and watch. So like things that like I'm already following, I'm already watching, I'm already like tied to, like taking that break. So it actually works two ways for me. So let's say I take a week off from like all of my regular media, like podcasts, YouTube shows, regular daily streams, music, whatever, all that stuff. A lot of times I'll come back that week later and I'll be like, oh, there's all this new content. That's great because I have a fresh mind. It's empty. It's ready for new information. And I'm excited for it. Or I go, yeah, you know what? I'm actually really not that interested in this. And I just got myself in a habit of consuming that content on a regular basis. So the consumption was just routine. It wasn't necessary. Cuz like that's actually how I ended up getting like not listening to a lot of podcasts that I was listening to. Like I went like a week or two without listening to like a ton of stuff. And then when I came back and I was reconnected, I'd go to listen to it. I'm like, you know what? Like, this isn't really doing it for me. Like, giving myself
what I
that
do.
break broke a cycle. And the stuff that I was actually interested in, I kept watching or I kept listening to.
This is something that I did a little while ago, and maybe this is a great jumping off point for you, is I realized that if I have more than a certain number of things like podcasts or things that I'm keeping up with, like really when I like right now I follow one podcast specifically.
Okay.
Everything else I might catch bits and pieces of or something like that. But I realized after a while when I was like, all right, it's the new week. I've got my 5, 6, 7, 8 podcasts I normally listen to. I tend to realize like the more podcasts and things I have to listen to, I'm not putting out enough. I'm taking in too much.
Yeah.
And that's what I realized. And now that I'm only down to like one podcast, I'm like, for me, that's the perfect balance of taking in. I'm putting out way more
Yeah.
than I'm taking in.
So I'm down to 3 podcasts.
Mm.
And over this past weekend, I was listening to one of them, and I was like, I might be done with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I missed 2 weeks, and then I sort of binged listened to it back to back, and the entire time I'm listening to it, I'm like, I don't know why I listen to this anymore. Like,
oh, wow.
It's actually not fulfilling a particular need that I have. I mean, it's interesting. Like, I enjoy the subject matter that they talk about. Like I like all the dudes that are on the show.
Right.
But I'm like,
right.
This is the type of thing where I have listened to it literally every single week since I got hooked on it. And like I would even go, like I would even do a thing where I would listen to, like when I first got into it, it was like a year in. I went back, I binge listened to all the backlog.
Yep.
Caught up. And then every couple of months, I would go back and I would re-listen to the backlog again. And then I would catch back up. But like over these past couple of months, it's just been such a routine that once that routine was broken and I went back to it, I was like, oh shit, like I don't think I actually need this. Not that like I'll never listen to it again, but like I could miss a couple of episodes and probably be okay with it.
Yeah, and I've kind of done that as well, but I've also come to the point where like the previous episodes that were important to me or that I found fulfilling or if I've gotten something from, like those are going to be my go-tos.
Oh, 100%.
Like
yeah.
When I need like a creative boost or I need something like that, like I'm going to go listen to fucking, Fat Man on Batman with Denny O'Neil or something like that.
Yeah.
Where
I have like a hardcore selection of podcasts across the board that I'm like, I will religiously go back and re-listen to these.
Yes. 100%. And there's the things like that, but like right now, the one podcast I still listen to, I've done all that. Like I started, I would say within the hundreds, like the 100s of the episodes, and they're currently like on 800. So like I started in the hundreds, so somewhat early on, went back, listened to it, caught up, kind of done the whole thing. But like, there's something about this one where I'm just like, this is the one.
Yeah.
Where every other one, like I could hear, like I used to listen to Joe Rogan a lot, but now like I can watch his YouTube clip show and get it.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that's kind of where I'm at now. Where like I just kind of need like the cliff notes.
Sure.
And I'll be all right.
Yeah.
You know.
Like Blakely says, or like when you are over the board game you are playing, but you have to finish it anyways.
Listen, folks, if you have not tuned into Board Game Date Night, what the fuck?
Your guys' reaction in that final round of that game.
Fuck that game.
Was hysterical. You were both so disappointed, and like I know you had questioned whether or not to keep playing.
Yeah,
and I felt like I was a little supportive in like, hey, continue it. You know, like you're almost there. Like just give it a final go. But the looks on your guys' faces was just like, motherfucker.
It's lazy writing.
Yeah,
it's lazy fucking writing, and as a writer, that fucking infuriates me.
I'm sure.
Like, you had spoilers. Fuck House of Danger. It's a bullshit game. It will only leave you disappointed. If you started it with us and want to finish it, go for it. But just know, fuck that game.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Some
crazy shit. Anyway, yeah, like, good for you.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need all that noise.
You don't need all that noise. But the noise you do need, folks, is right here on youtube.com/BrainWreckTV, which is why you should subscribe to this channel and actually watch it every week. Like, I know we were talking about, like, you can miss a couple of episodes of a show, and then like not worry about it. But listen, this is the best show that nobody's ever heard of. This is the best show that everybody's going to be watching. Like 20 years from now, this is going to be the best. This is going to be the greatest channel on the internet. I mean, it's already the best show on the internet. We have the Wooden YouTube Award. We have a backlog of so much content from this show, from Don't Be an Asshole, which is the internet's favorite game show, which is coming back.
We could have a Pluto channel
live. We could do a fucking 24/7 Pluto channel and have enough content for a week. Move over, Bob Barker.
They're just running the same episodes now, which is really disappointing. Yeah. By the way, I don't know if you noticed. Did you notice that Amazon is getting into the Pluto game?
No.
Go to Amazon Prime. They have a live TV function with specific channels to specific shows.
You know, I actually feel like cable television is doing that right now, because when we were at the hotel, and this was the same situation of like the last time I was in Syracuse. Like I'd put on Comedy Central. Literally morning, noon, and night. All they were playing was South Park.
I mean, why wouldn't they?
There was another day, morning, noon, and night. All they were playing was The Office. Last time I was here, all they were playing was Futurama. Like, there's no more content for television.
No,
it's like
no.
It's literally
over, folks.
It's like all of TV is becoming the original G4. They're only going to be showing reruns of Cops.
And fucking the dubbed over Sasuke.
Dubbed over, yeah. And Fenton, if we can get on Pluto, like I would 100% submit all of this content to Pluto. Somebody is gonna have to scan through it and make sure that it's all up to par.
TV appropriate.
But I would absolutely
times have changed, folks.
I would absolutely give ourselves a Pluto channel. But
we've grown as people.
But for now, you can catch us here. YouTube.com/BrainWreckTV. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everybody you know about it. We are trying to grow. Listen, we set some lofty goals. We've seen a little bit of growth this year, but it's not as much as we had hoped it would be.
I mean, your goal was unreasonable.
It was very unreasonable, and I've got only a few days left to hit my monthly goal, and I've got 2 I got to put.
Don't
together.
End the streak.
I'm not ending the streak. I got a few days left. I think I can still hit it. Fenton, you're hired.
Well, you guys still got something going on with Fenton. You got to do. I like that idea of your GM mode.
Oh, yeah, and I have been playing a lot of PS5 since
do
we've gotten
that.
Back. Yeah.
I want to see that.
Okay. There's some ideas there. We could also just start a wrestling podcast.
I mean, we could do that, but I don't want to talk about that.
You don't need to do that. It would just be Fenton and I. And we'll take calls.
Can I come in for like 10 minutes and shit on everything and then leave?
Absolutely.
I love that.
Absolutely.
Let me do that.
Maybe we'll have some other guests come in, just pop in, say their piece.
And another service announcement. I know, last week you guys weren't here. We were given the keys to the kingdom. We had lofty ideals. We didn't do any of them. Because we're busy people. But I swear to God, one of these days I'm going to do an Accent on Files. Blakely K has an idea for a podcast for this channel that she will be doing. And let me tell you, it's going to be out there.
Okay.
Very excited for it.
Cool.
And Kevin, you need to be a guest on the show.
Okay. I feel like I'm going to get grilled, but that's okay.
No, she's going to talk about you.
Oh, just me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That could be scary. But yeah, so folks, right here, youtube.com. This is the place to be. You can follow us on Twitter at BrainWreckTV. And hey, apparently we got our Facebook pages finally merged.
Okay. Half a decade later.
So Facebook.com/BrainWreckPod, because BrainWreckTV was already fucking taken. We'll see what we can do about that. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around. We appreciate you. Don't be an asshole. Comes back tomorrow night. So be on the lookout for that. I think that's all we got.
That's right. So for this week, I've been Jason Axe.
And I'm Kevin Graham.
It has been your show.
Peace.